Hi friends, welcome to Crafting and Relaxing. Today I'm taking you on a shop with me to Whimzee's in Beaverton, Oregon. I'll link in the description below, and I do have prior videos from this store. It is amazing. Right when I came in the door, I saw the Echo Park collection, the Winnie the Pooh. Oh my gosh. And Twyla is the store owner, and she always has such great stuff. You cannot go into this store and leave empty-handed. I think it's impossible. It's like walking into the 90s with the selection in the scrapbooking paper and all the ephemera and all the collections. She has beautiful samples throughout the store, and she's a paper crafter. So you can ask her about different products. You can ask her, and there's wonderful customers in there too that are knowledgeable. You'll go in there and chat people up. Don't worry if you're an introvert. You don't have to talk to people, but you can. Look at all these fun samples. So I'm just wandering around. Right now we're in the very front entryway, and she usually has cool stuff in there that I haven't seen before, probably a lot of her newer products. And the whole store was redone since the last time that we went there. Noni and I have been really good about not shopping, and Noni said, let's go see what Twyla did with the store. Like, that's the only reason we were going. Yeah, okay. So, bunch of Spellbinders stuff right there. She has all of the coolest, new stuff too. So she has Better Press, and she has foiling stuff and dies and stamps and inks and ephemera and washi tape. Miles and miles of selection. You know how I am for the little dies. Had to get in there and see what that was. I tried to slow this down really well for you, and we have about 15 minutes of shopping, which, is a lot for me. Look at all these new collections that I hadn't seen. Have you? I had not seen them. Have a nice day. That's a cute one. A lot of pink for me, though. And fun stamp sets. Oh, there's did you see it go by? Graphic 45 Beachy collection. That's a different video, but yeah, I bought that. But I didn't notice it here. I have a really hard time making a video and shopping, and I want you to know about these great stores, so I try and share with you. Again, this is Whimzee's with a Z in Beaverton, Oregon, which is less than an hour outside of Portland. If you're headed out to like Cannon Beach or that sort of thing, you would go that way. So northern coast if you leave Portland. And my friends from Vancouver say that it's worth the trip too. It is definitely. There's the inks, Noni. Oh, I was wondering where the Catherine Pooler inks were. I thought she wasn't carrying them anymore. Twyla wasn't there, and I didn't think to ask the other lady. I got sidetracked. But I wanted to pick up some more colors of Catherine Pooler inks, and we didn't see them. Darn it. See, I can't shop and make a video. Don't worry, I still managed to find some things. So this hadn't been set up this well, and it really hadn't been retail for a while. So now you go into here, and there's a whole other section of more retail area. She's added classroom space and more retail. You know, sometimes as a store owner, things get away from you and you have too much inventory or too many boxes, and now she's added square footage. This section was a lot of scrapbooking stuff. She has a lot of sections that are thematic scrapbooking. So dogs or winter or holidays, different things, and all sorts of things. And if you can't find something, you should definitely ask. I should have asked about the Catherine Pooler inks. They just weren't with a bunch of other inks I saw, and she had new inks, so I thought maybe she stopped carrying that brand. See, this is looks like it's a lot of Valentine's. So much stuff in here. It's amazing. Red, white, and blue. Oh yeah. All kinds of good stuff. Fall, in this section, I weakened a little bit, Kathy, but I hung in there. Kathy and I have troubles with fall. Look at that paper. Do I have it? I don't know. I don't know if I have it. A lot of sunflowers, all kinds of good stuff. The selection is just, you just can't even. I go in there and I find things I didn't know I needed, but then I do need them for sure. Oh, there was a Hanukkah collection. I don't think I have that one or have seen it. Maybe, because I think I had another one by Color Play before, but I don't think it was that one. So that one caught my eye. But of course, I don't need that right now, do I? I can wait. Lots and lots of cardstock. So an amazing place if you go and do a crop. And I did see a calendar thing came out. Local friends, hello. We talked about going there. We should probably pick a crop day and all sign up. I think the email that came out recently, I either marked it to go back and read it or I was busy that day. I can't remember. But it had a lot of good stuff. So if you're anywhere within an hour, be sure you're on the Whimzee's mailing list. I think you can go to their website, or maybe when you go in, you should be getting Twyla's emails. Look at this. All kinds of doodlebug. You know, doodlebug sometimes I have issues with because it's so cutesy, but I do love their fun ephemera. It's really fun. Bunch of travel stuff. A lot of different brands too. She really has great selection. I mean, you could walk in and be like, I'm doing a theme of X, and there will be something there. Miles and miles of colors, right? So if you're looking for that perfect lime green, I think she has it. Look at all those blues. And then this is a lot less dense than it was. I don't know that it's necessarily really accessible, but maybe like Mary has a new smaller scooter, so maybe it's a little more accessible. I'm not sure. The racks are very tall too, so you might need to ask for help if you have like accessibility or mobility issues. Look at all these 6x6s. I was so strong, I didn't even pull them out and look at them one by one. That stencil I loved, kind of big, but great for a journal page. Ciao Bella stencil art, loved it. Good stuff. There's also another store that shares a parking lot with this store, and they had a great garage sale, I think. Might have been last weekend. I don't know. There's a lot going on in Beaverton. Be sure you're on their mailing list. The one next door has changed names, and we didn't make a video because we were trying to get to the beach, right? You can't just shop. If you shop your way to Girls Beach Weekend, you lose a day. Look at all this. So much. Lot of really like springy pink, you know, but sometimes even I use pink. Tons of foiling stuff. Look at all the foils. Inks and mixed media stuff on that rack right there. And it looked like she had changed, maybe a little less mixed media, but the place next door I think has a lot of that stuff too. So you and a mixed media friend can have a great time in this parking lot. This is not all the ink she has. There's another display I'll show you in a minute. We look at the floor a little bit. Okay, this counter has, look at all those inks. Tons and tons of inks. Pink Fresh back there. So those I think were new since the last time I'd been there. All kinds of Tim Holtz inks back there. Stamps and dies. And just tons and tons and tons of stuff. She has so much stuff that I asked about art glitter glue, and it wasn't even on display. It was in a cupboard. So don't assume in one of these stores that just because you don't see it, they don't have it. Ask. Always ask. I know, I should have asked about the Catherine Poolers. Nobody else carries those around me. This is the only place I've ever bought them. And this store is a good hour from my house, so we usually try and hit it on the way to our friend Katie's. Look at these, the farming ones and the little red barn. I think it's called like Fun on the Farm or something. That's a graphic 45 dog collection I've been using up. Christmas Flora. Now this one I hadn't seen before. I mean, maybe everyone else has, maybe I just missed it, but there's all those flora lines, and this one I hadn't seen. I mean, I don't need another Christmas collection, but I liked the florals in it and the vegetation, not just like, you know, Merry Christmas and Christmas images. This one, I don't know what's going on here, like tropical animals, a lot of dogs. Okay, really cute dog stuff. I struggled here. If you've been watching me, I've been trying to empty out my dog bin. It was one bin, then dogs and cats were two, then they were overflowing. So I've been trying to Little Explorer. That was a fun one that I was checking out. But I try not to buy dog stuff. But you know, it's hard. And I have not looped back. we're still looking at new racks of stuff. Look, school bus paper. I thought about getting that. I looked at it. Then like beavers and ducks, of course, if you're in Oregon, you have to have that stuff. Then there was a paper right here, graduation paper pad. Thought about buying that for the school cards. Honestly, didn't love the colors. Didn't think the girls who have been making fun, bright, beautiful spring cards would want 24 sheets of that. But I did like the 6x6 idea. I think I was looking for something new they didn't have to play with, but I just didn't think that one was very fun. If it had been maybe one more color in it, like a splash of purple or something. But I know for graduation, you wouldn't do that because you're trying to keep it neutral for any school, right? This is a bunch of hero arts. This is where I've picked up some infinity dies over time. She always has a really nice selection of hero and the infinity dies. You know, you can never have too many ovals. I'm sure I've bought a couple sets here from different brands. And just really has great selection, keeps up on the new stuff, goes to the shows and stays involved and knows what's going on. I went to another store, so there's another Shop With Me video that I'll have to work on to get done, and same thing. These are amazing people. Look at this one, Farmhouse Kitchen. I mean, I'm not going to cook, but it's really cute. And then I think the other one, some kind of market, spring market, but it looked summery. Miles and miles of paper. Isn't it glorious? And like I said, we have not looked at the same rack. We are on the move and looking. Now we're like hunting and fishing and camping. No. I'm more of a hotel kind of girl. Oh, there's Noni. She waved to you, but then she got sidetracked by some pretty paper. Puffy stickers. Oh, caught my eye. Travel, Route 66. Lots of just stuff. Card bases, envelopes. I mean, if Twyla doesn't have it, I don't think you need it, quite honestly. I'm not sure. Tons and tons and tons of good stuff. All these collections and ephemera, and I just, sometimes when I go in there, I'm like overload, and then I buy 2 things. This time I did a little better job. And if you know, I've been trying for net zero and bringing my room at 0 or down below. Look at this. Okay, this is the classroom, ladies. So if you're within an hour, this is where the cropping and the classroom and the fun is. That is a new space that didn't used to be part of her store. Then more kind of mixed media, chunky embellishments, 12 by 12 paper. I mean, have you seen this much 12 by 12 paper anywhere lately? You scrapbookers, journal makers, so much good stuff, right? There's tons and tons and tons. And I'm just kind of like going around trying to see all different brands and different things. And I know some of you are going to be like, you should have zoomed in right there or right there. I can't. It's so much. And again, we have not gone down the same aisle. We're looping around the back of the store now. And this is a graphic 45 display. Look at that purple and blue. Can't go wrong with purple and blue. And just, I mean, miles of goodness. When I see like a whole wall of ephemera, I'm like, control yourself. It was a lot of Disney-ish stuff. I like that. But just ephemera. I just get so excited. I don't need this stuff. I'm sure I have it. Believe in magic. I don't know. Maybe I don't have that one. But I know I have some of those type of collections I need to use up. The Disney-ish ones. Echo Park makes a lot of good ones of that. Look at all that ribbon. Like if you need a ribbon to accent something. And when you go to a store like this, you don't have to buy the whole roll. Okay, these, you can learn something new every day. School is cool. One of them was a teacher, Smarty Pants. Probably should have grabbed those. Spoiler alert, didn't. I thought, oh, maybe I'll grab those after I make the video. Then I got sidetracked by the Apple stencil. But the cards we make, they aren't really for teachers. They're for school office staff. So I try not to buy too much teacherish stuff because it doesn't get used. But that was a pretty cool set. And part of me was like, oh, we'll go back for that. But it didn't happen. I'm telling you, sacrifices I make for you guys. Look at it. Just miles of paper. Graphic 45 aisle. More and more Echo Park was over there on the right. This one I don't know. Rides, games. Come one, come all. It's like a circusy one. I'm not so much circus. I'm not sure what to do with that. I'm not into circus and clowns. This is like plants and brightness and all sorts of goodness. This is sort of a different color palette, but you're getting into like travel, and you could mix it into a vintage travel book. Okay, this is what I bought. Oh, the Winnie the Pooh ephemera. Heck yeah. I can't remember if I already sold the Winnie the Pooh journal or if it's still here, but either way, I was like, I want those. That ephemera pack has non-Pooh specific. Then these dies. I love tiny dies, so I wanted those. And puffy stickers. Oh, I probably need a puffy sticker intervention, but I love classic Pooh. Don't send me any. Do not send me any. I'm just starting to get it cleared out. And then I got art glitter glue. I've kind of damaged my pin, my needle. It was all messed up, and I thought, maybe every 4 or 5 years you should splurge for a new top. So I got a new top, and then I got a new bottle, which is somewhere. There we go. If you've seen my bottle, you're probably laughing, but I also wanted 2. And the one I use in a video is disgusting. All right. Thanks so much for watching. I'll be back again with another Shop With Me video soon. Bye-bye.